Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sport on YouTube, and today we're going to be talking about Burnley versus Aberdeen, their second leg of their second round of the Europa League. Got it out in the end. So much to say, so little time to do it in. After Aberdeen and Burnley drew 1-1 in their first game on Thursday last week, Gary Mackay-Stevens scoring from the penalty spot 19 minutes in the game, give Aberdeen the lead. They were singing Premier League, you're having a laugh. Well, Burnley quickly responded. It took them about an hour to do so. Sam Vokes scoring in the 80th minute to give them a vital away goal in this Europa League tie. Joe Stanley, Burnley in Europe for the first time in quite some time, but haven't used their passports yet since they've only gone above the border. But they do have an opportunity to potentially use their passports if they win this game, because they would be travelling to Istanbul in Turkey. But it's going to be a tough game for them at Turf Moor. And certainly potentially without Nick Pope, who's got an injury from this game. Lingard will be playing in goal for them. Do you think that's going to be a big difference for them in this tie?
Oh, of course, it's going to be a big difference. Obviously, Lingard has got the experience of playing for big clubs with Manchester United. Obviously, didn't play that much, but fantastic player. I'm not sure what's happening with Tom Eaton. I thought he'd come back from injury.
I think he's still got a little bit of an ingle, really, but yeah, he's not in the squad at least.
It's going to be a big blow for Burnley having Nick Pope out.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. I think Lindegaard's capable deputy. You know, he'll do okay for them. As long as the defence does the job, that's the main thing. I can see Burnley. I think there was, what was it, Chris Hutton said at the weekend or something about a comment about Aberdeen in the Scottish Premiership, Burnley 7th in the Premier League season, and then you've seen about the difference in money spent and how they managed to get a draw. But it's different when you're playing away from home. You don't set up the same normally, and obviously Aberdeen had the Pittodrie crowd behind them, so that was a big impact. I think Turf Moor, Burnley will have their fans behind them, and they'll be able to play more open football.
So with Burnley taking this away goal into this the second leg, it certainly is important for them to really shore up their defence to make sure that Aberdeen is kept away. Do you think Burnley will be able to do that with their defence without Nick Pope in between the sticks, or do you think potentially Aberdeen have got a good chance here to really get through in this tie?
Well, they should have enough in defence with the likes of James Tarkowski. They've obviously stopped Premier League strikers in last couple of seasons. Interesting thing is they've got a couple of good players, haven't they, up front, Aberdeen, so they've got a strong attack. But it's one of those, I think if Burnley set up and play the right game plan, they should have enough firepower. Like I said, the difference in expenditure, wish I brought the money off the top of my head. They should have enough in there really tactically to do the job. I think it'll be close. I can see Aberdeen scoring a goal, but I think Burnley have got too much in there.
Yeah, I mean, certainly Burnley would need to pick up a result, really, at Turf Moor. Win would do the job done for them. But anything less than that, potentially even a more than a 1-1 draw, could spell disaster for them and end their European journey before it's even begun, before they even bother to hop onto a plane or take the Euro tunnel to cross travel with Europe, on a road trip or whatnot. But with Turf Moor, we know what kind of stadium it is. We know what kind of stadium it has been for Burnley last season and how much of a fortress they can make it. How important will it be for Burnley to have their fans behind them at Turf Moor in this game?
Like I said before, the Aberdeen fans played a big part in the first leg, and I can see the Burnley fans doing the same. It's important when you play at home that your fans are behind you. You got the atmosphere. You got to generate an atmosphere. You've not played European football at Turf Moor in over 50 years, was it? So obviously it's a big occasion for Burnley. First European game at home. So it's going to be the first time that their fans see, because the vast majority of fans are youngsters, let's be honest. Yeah. They're going to see European football at Turf Moor. So they need to get out there, make a big atmosphere, big occasion, get behind the lads and spur them on to victory.
Certainly do. What do you think the scoreline is going to be in this game? Because, as we already mentioned, Burnley, a win would do it, a 0-0 draw would do it as well. But we don't want to be playing it that kind of risky for Sean Dyche and his men. So, what kind of game are you expecting from Burnley? What do you think the scoreline is going to be?
I'm expecting an open game. Chances for both sides. I think Aberdeen will get a goal, but I think ultimately Burnley will score twice. So it'll be a 2-1 victory for Burnley. Yeah.
Fair enough. I think it's going to be a close game as well. I could easily see it being 2-1 for Burnley as well. Certainly the likes of Sam Vokes, as he's proven in the last game, coming off the bench to help Burnley pick up a vital goal in this tie, as well as what we've seen from Chris Wood over the past year as well, what he's been able to do in Burnley colours. So what are your own predictions for the game itself? Let us know in the comment section below this video. Don't forget to like it as well. Subscribe for more Let's Talk Sport content, and we shall see you all very soon.